This is Fox 13 News.
Okay, I got a little question for you. How's your yard or your garden doing this summer?
It's time for a checkup.
I think it is.
You know, it's been really hot and for the most part pretty dry until today. Really.
Today.
So we've got Michael Caron from the USU Extension to tell us a little about some of the things we may be doing wrong or right, how we can do better, those kinds of things. And so far, actually, we were talking to you during the commercial break. Really interesting stuff. So can we start with these tomatoes?
Yeah, you're kind of a plant doctor.
Yeah, kind of a plant doctor.
Okay.
I get called in to diagnose a lot of problems, and we do some diagnostic clinics at the various county offices, and we look at people's problems for a good part of the day. So what we're seeing now, a lot of problems related to watering, and that's a big question, a lot of questions we get in July about watering. And so in the garden, what we're seeing right now are problems with tomatoes, and this is blossom end rot on tomatoes, if you can see that.
This little,
There,
so this
dark,
is the...
That's the top of the tomato.
Okay.
This is the back side of the tomato here. And that forms as a calcium deficiency, but it's actually just usually caused from water fluctuations from really dry to really wet in the soil. Tomatoes don't like that. They like more even watering. And there's not any calcium that we can add. Our soil's got tons of calcium in it, so it's just a root.
It's just the lack of uptake and then too much.
Yep, okay. Too much, too little.
What about that one?
I know,
there?
I see this a lot.
Yeah, and we see also some of these are cracking. That's both a water and a heat problem. Probably a little bit more water related, where there's the fruit is getting close to ripening, and then there's a huge amount of water uptake. So a real heavy irrigation or rain will cause that, and some varieties are better than others, but we just see that a lot about July, first part of August. We start to see a lot of cracking. It's cosmetic. You can go ahead and eat them. Just cut it out.
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all these problems.
Okay, and this?
Now this is something we see a lot too. It's not related to water, but this is sunburn on the peppers. We also see
they just need to
sunburn
turn
on
over,
tomatoes.
huh?
Yeah, we need to rotate.
It's done on one side.
Okay.
So encouraging both the tomatoes and the peppers to actually have a good canopy of leaves will actually prevent this.
Oh, really?
And actually even growing these under a little bit of shade. So some window shade or some shade cloth material. Actually, peppers love it. And you'll get those nice big green peppers like they sell in the stores without the sun.
With the shade?
With some shade.
Oh, that's interesting.
So are these, I mean, if you're getting these in July, do you want to kind of cut back on your water? We never kind of addressed that. I'm just
The most important thing with tomatoes is even moisture levels in the soil. So try and not let the soil dry out really far between irrigations,
so
but then also but then also don't load it up real heavy and create a swamp. So, and if we've had a lot of heavy rain like we've seen, that could cause the problem, even though we're not really
depending on if it's well-drained soil.
Exactly.
Are there any tricks to making a tomato ripen faster on the vine?
Not really. Mostly it's a function of temperature. So
Get a sun lamp.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
Go out there and
you
talk
wanted to get technical, there's hormones and things that are used artificially sometimes to ripen them, but it's not worth it.
So,
Hey, so a lot of people are starting to have problems with the lawn about this time of year too. Big burn marks, you know, and bugs, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of insect problems now, a lot of grub damage, and so grub damage is going to show up in lawns as irregular patches that when you go out and grab the lawn, you're actually going to be able to lift the lawn up. Sometimes, depending on the type of grub, almost roll the sod back, or the grass just simply comes up and there's no roots.
So how do you get rid of those?
There's lots of different kinds of chemical treatments is mostly how it's done. So you can buy a lot of either granular products or spray products that you can put on the lawn. There are some organic materials out there as well. Natural controls include a lot of birds. If you have a lot of birds pecking in the lawn, making holes, skunks digging in the lawn, raccoons, they're biocontrol.
could be problematic with the skunks, I'm not sure.
We don't like to see that, but they're actually helping you out, even though they're digging up your lawn real good.
All right. Interesting stuff. Is there anywhere
really
where people can go for questions? I mean, will you answer these type of questions for just anyone who's got one?
Yeah, so our county offices, the Provo office, Salt Lake, Davis County, all the statewide county, USU Extension county offices can handle horticulture and agricultural calls. Our website, garden.usu.edu, is a good site to go for publications and timely information on gardening and yard tips.
I need to speak to the doctor.
Yeah,
speak to the doctor.
Thanks,
All right.
Michael. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go